Hello, this is Juliet McKenna. I'm a writer of epic fantasy, the Tales of Einarinn, the Aldebrecht Compass, but most recently, The Green Man's Heir, which is a modern fantasy. You're listening to Cast of Wonders, an Escape Artists podcast.
This is Cast of Wonders, the young adult fiction podcast featuring stories of the fantastic. Episode 299 for April the 8th, 2018. Welcome. I'm Catherine Inskip, your guest host for this episode. Alongside Alexis Goebel, I'm one of Cast of Wonders' assistant editors. Our story this week is All Them Pretty Babies by Alexander Rennick. This story was the winner of OnSpec magazine's Apocalypse contest and appeared in their special Apocalypse issue in 2012, under the byline Camille Alexa. Under various iterations of her full name, Alexandra Camille Rennick's award-nominated genre-elastic fiction has been translated into 9 languages and adapted to stage and audio. She splits her time between an urban swamp in Austin, Texas, and a crumbling historic manor house in Canada's capital city of Ottawa. Find her most recent stories in Asimov's, Alfred Hitchcock's Mystery Magazine, and the Baltimore Review. You can learn more at her website, alexanderrennick.com. Our narrator today is Laura Hobbs. Laura Hobbs works in InfoSec by day and is a random crafter by night. Twitter is her social media of choice, and she despises the word cyber. When asked nicely, she sometimes reads things for people on the internet. You can find her online at soapturtle.net. And now we've a tale to tell.
All Them Pretty Babies by Alexandra Rennick. Read by Laura Hobbs. Esme stepped careful in the pretty grass. Grass on the hillside is green just how she like it. Not all yellow, not all brownish purple like the grass past the base of the mountain. Them grasses, them yellow and purple grasses, make Esme think of her old mama, who yell and slap and bite and kick at her. Only good thing old mama ever done for Esme. She done let Esme know just how ugly Esme is. Ugly enough to stop her wind-up watch, say old mama. Ugly enough to stop a train. Like train what done stopped on the other side of the mountain when them bio-bombs fell so close. Sent that train bucking like nasty old 3-headed milk cow so it bucked right off its tracks and into the gully. Of course, that train done crashed long before Esme was born. That train done crashed without Esme ever having seen a train go full of people. With all them people's pretty jewelries and pretty clothes and them pretty babies bouncing on they's laps. No, Esme never seen a train go. But she sometimes climbed down into the gully, ignore bruised grass and glowing sludge, and she play in that wrecked train what now filled so full with all them clean bones. And she think how pretty all them ladies and gentlemen must have been. So pretty that if ugly Esme lived back then, they would have chased her off with sticks like old mama done when she got so sick and tired of looking at Esme all day long. That's what old mama done told her. I'm so sick and tired of your ugly face. Now get gone, girl. Go try the other side of the mountain. New mama not be like old mama at all. New mama nice. She kind. She patient when Esme slow. New mama take in all them pretty babies Esme find on that hillside, every single one, and raise them best she can. New mama say there no such thing as ugly babies. She even took in Esme, who must have been ugliest baby ever to breathe air, though Esme not been a baby for a long time. Esme near full grown. Esme's ears perk up. What they maybe hear a baby cry. Esme stand straight tall, shade eyes from sun, look careful across that hillside to maybe see if she find dimple in green grassy slope where a baby lie. Baby cry again. Esme turn her long skinny legs, lope over grass in direction of sound. Where you at, pretty baby? She say silent inside where nobody hear but her. Where you at? Esme will find you, take you to new mama. Esme do find that baby. She do. She squat beside it. Wind ripple tall green grass on hillside like how water ripple on pretty pond where Esme liked to sit and throw rocks. Though new mama tell her to never drink from there, to never swim, never ever even dip in a big toe, say new mama. On account of that water be sick from genotoxic teratogens left by biobombs, what done fall before Esme was born. Them bombs was what make train leap off tracks, what take all them pretty people to better places and leave just they bones behind. Though they bones is pretty too, white and clean and straight. Hi, pretty baby, Esme crooned. You're a very pretty baby. Pretty. Esme say this like a lullaby. She reached down, pick up small bundle of blanket wrapping pretty baby, lift pretty baby to her chest, cradle it there. Baby so little it weigh almost nothing in Esme's arms. It got unusual fourth eye Esme never seen before, extra ear parts, and a long twisted gash for her mouth. It be a very pretty baby, but it struggle for every breath it take, each tiny lung full of victory, hard won. Esme rocked back and forth, getting careful onto her feet. Hold on, pretty baby, she tell it. Voice soft, hand soft, eyes soft as she looked down into its little face. You hold on. We get you to new mama. She fix you up. But inside where nobody hear, Esme worry about baby's breathing. Worry all the way up the mountain. By the time Esme stagger into new mama's clearing, she crying so hard she barely see one foot a go after the other. Esme hate her feet. They ugly as the rest of her, big and long and 5-toe. Esme passed a couple older babies as she stumbled through the yard. James, near 4 years old, can hardly be called a baby. James can't properly talk on account of him mouth. A small round hole good enough for taking food and water, but not so good for making words. But he look up from him game he play by himself in the dirt, scratching letters like what new mama show him how to make. As Esme pass, he watch with him pretty eyes and unfurls him third arm where it usually fold tight against him chest unless he get excited. James is beautiful, but Esme got no time to play scratch dirt with pointy stick. She got to take poor pretty baby she done fine to new mama, though she already know what new mama gonna say. Esme pushed door wide open, careful with her blanket bundle though she can't see nothing through tears. Without words, she thrust bundle at new mama, bending over box with baby what Esme done found last month. What new mama called Bonita on account of her being so pretty. Bonita so pretty she probably never walk. Not even walk like new mama, who hunch over cane and hobble like on third leg, though new mama not that pretty, what with her having only 2 like most. New mama's young. Maybe not much older when Esme done found her than Esme is now, though she walk like old mama who's so old she remember them bombs when they fall, when they light up the sky for days and kill all them pretty people and them pretty trees, leaving behind just bones and dead grass on the prairie far as Esme can see from top of the mountain. New mama's face makes sorrow when she see what Esme hold. She take bundle very gently and limp close to fire she always keep a go, even when it's sunny and perfect outside like today. New mama look up, face sad and smooth. Sorry, Esme. This one didn't make it. She reach out, place arm around Esme, while Esme's shoulders heave and water leak out Esme's ugly blue eyes. New mama's other arm still cradle bundle what used to be pretty baby. There, Esme. There. Some babies are just too pretty for this world. Esme wipe her cheeks. I already knowed you was gonna say that, she say. She reached to stroke baby's cheek, but it's already cool. Esme take a deep breath, try to picture sorrow draining away from her like old wash water draining away from that unstoppered tub in the chicken yard like new mama done taught her. She stand straighter, wipe hands on skirt. I go get the shovel, she say, and turn to the door. A few babies live, though some prettier than others. There's James and Bonita. There's teeny tiny Clara Lou, so small she practically fit in Esme's palm when Esme done found her. There's the twins, Pax and Rumpole, what share one arm out of 3 and one leg out of 4. And there's Mikey, who always get into trouble scooting around in dirt after chickens. Too fast for new mama to catch him, even though he's pretty like Bonita and don't have the kind of legs what to walk on. There used to be Gabby and Louis too, but they done died last year. And Angel and Tibbet and Rev and Tucker and Rosie, all dead. And all them little ones Esme don't name, what don't live long enough to last through a night. No matter how hard new mama try to keep them alive, some babies are just too pretty for this world. Esme know this. Doesn't mean she don't cry about it. She do. She don't cry now, though. She dig little baby grave and try to think on the positive. She tried to think on wind-rippling grass and on sunshine, and on the sweet honey warmth of day. She tried to tell herself that at least she got a chance to meet that pretty baby, to tell her how pretty she was before she died. Most times, Esme don't find them babies quick enough. Most times, all Esme find is a small, quiet bundle on the hillside, or sometimes just tiny bones picked clean. Sometimes Esme hide out on that hill and watch. Sometimes she hunker down in cool night, wait for them what come in the middle of darkness. In they loud motor city carts. She hear them carts rumble across the bruised grasses on the other side of the gully. Hear them whine and belch and chugga on up the hill. Esme sit very still, only her face above tall grass, and watch them figures in loose bag suits climb from filthy belching motored carts. Watch them leave little bundles. Watch them sputter and puff off into night again, loud and blinding. Esme don't ever see what them city people look like inside them loose sacks they wear. But they must be ugly, like her. Them sacks sure is ugly. And them carts. Old Mama used to tell Esme ugliness was what kept her deep into bio-bomb country in the first place. Far away from the city. She said barely anybody live on the mountain even in the olden days. In the newen days, hardly nobody live up here at all. Nobody but old Mama in her hut on the far side of the mountain, new Mama in her cottage on this side, and Esme. Everybody else all just pretty babies, and them only left on the hillside these last few years. Starting near about the day new Mama find Esme. Or maybe it was Esme find new Mama? Either way, that was the best day of Esme's life. Esme hide now on the hill. It's dark. It's quiet this close to bruised grassland. What new mama say is wasted land. What wrap around base of the mountain, sometimes threaten to creep up mountainside. Them loud city motor carts what come across the wasted land come fast. And leave fast, going back to only city what Esme ever hear exists anymore. Last city anywhere, maybe, though Esme never been off the mountain, so she don't know for sure. But no one come tonight. Sometimes at night, Esme watched them city lights glow far, far off. Twinkle, twinkle, glow, glow. Clustered together like a clump of fall-down stars. The city's too far across bruised grasses for Esme ever to try to walk to, even if she wanted to leave new mama and all them pretty babies, which she most certainly do not. Walking out on bruised grass make Esme sick when she try it. Make her sick sometimes for days. New mama tell her not to go out there, not to try and cross that wasteland, which Esme think be a funny word. Besides, lots of things glow at night. Don't mean Esme should wander too near them. That's what new mama tell her. Esme, if it glows, don't drink it. If it glows, don't eat it. If it glows, don't touch it. New mama's only trying to keep Esme safe. Esme know this. The day them people in they ugly sacks come to talk to Esme, Esme's playing in the yard with James. James plays him stick and dirt game, making them swoops and angles what new mama tell him he can someday talk with. Though him tiny pretty O of a mouth never make a sound, nor even a hoot hoot or grr. James is a sweet-tempered baby, even if he's not a baby much longer. Nearby in dirt, Mikey scoot after chickens. Cluck, cluck, they say, and Mikey say cluck, cluck, back. though he's too much a baby to talk any other words but chicken words. And James, of course, says nothing. So when them sack suit people come, Esme don't first understand what she's looking at. She's seen city sack people with they chugga-chugga carts leave little babies on the hillside at night, but she's never seen them people in middle of day. Middle of day, sun glance off they crinkly sacks, reflect like reflecting his pool on the mountain. What glows in the dark and what Esme's not supposed to drink or dip big toe in. And they tall. They so tall. Esme never seen one up close, so she never realized they tall. Only Esme's so tall of everybody what live on the mountain. Only Esme. Them half-dozen suited people stop, make a half circle around Esme and James. Esme stand from where she squat in dirt, grip tight on stick what she play scratch angles with James. Glance at Mikey where he watch from the chicken yard. Both boys so still they look froze like ice. Froze like pond in winter. Froze like them pretty little babies Esme sometimes find on the hillside after a snow. James, Esme say, you take Mikey, go into that house. Go now. Get gone. Esme keep her voice steady, keep it low, but make her words serious so them boys do as she say. Other pretty babies all inside with new mama, all but the twins, who done run off into the woods some 3-4 days ago. Holding each other's hands what they don't share, running on that leg what they do. James, he a good baby. He go to Mikey, lean down, pick him up and carry him into the house. Them sack people watch with only they crinkly bright silver heads turning and them flat black glass squares over they faces, where they eyes probably sit behind. Esme hear a door slam shut after the boys. One of them sack people lift a box from him belt, hold it out at Esme, watch dial on little box jump. Listen to little box crackle crackle whine. Esme know it's a man because he say, she's registering a little toxic, but not off the charts. With some gene therapy and vigilant medical monitoring, she'll be fine. Him voice ring tinny from him suit, tinny and hard, with rumply echo like what come from inside a crinkly sack. One of them other sack people, a woman, she stepped forward. Sweetheart, she says to Esme, there's no reason to be frightened. We've come to take you someplace safe, a place protected from the wasteland. Esme know the only safe place in this world for an ugly girl like her is inside new mama's cottage with new mama. Not on the other side of the mountain with old mama in her hut. Not out on the wasted land in its bruised grass. Not with city people who come across the wasted land in motor carts, what leave tiny babies to freeze in the night. The door to new mama's house creak open behind Esme. It's new mama. New mama come limping out on her 2 leg, with her wood cane looking like 3. New mama, hunched tiny, look even smaller behind tall, reflecty suits. Sun come down, bounce off them crinkly sacks, near leave Esme blind. New mama draw herself up as tall as she go. She's still much shorter than Esme. Much, much shorter than her in the crinkly sack what call Esme sweetheart. You have no business here, say new mama. This is my home, private property. You should all leave immediately. Him with the clickety box step forward, hold it near new mama. New mama try to hide her flinch, but Esme see it. That man, he stepped close to sweetheart woman. Show her what click-click box say about new mama. Woman nod, wave him away. Though Esme can't see woman's face, she thinks she hears sorrow in her voice. You know you can't keep her, she say to new mama. It's a violation of Article 157-12 of the Post-Devastation Treaty. I never agreed to any treaty, say new mama, and Esme hears sorrow in her voice too. Different kind of sorrow, but sorrow still. Clickbox man speak. No sorrow in him voice. Genotoxic malforms aren't protected by the articles, he say. Step forward with box held out like hard stone to hit with. You know that. Esme step between him and new mama. Suited woman put hand on man's arm, make him lower the box. Other few crinkly people what don't talk have hands to belts. grip ends of black metal tubes, but the woman make motion in air. A hush-hush movement with her hand, and everybody step back. When that woman speak again to New Mama, Esme hear more sadness in her voice, but hardness too. "I'm sorry," she say, "but you can't keep her. The last city is dying. Fewer offspring surviving every year despite our best efforts at water, air, and soil filtration. We're on a collection mission with strict orders to bring back all viable rural survivors of childbearing age." She paused. Look at Esme. They both look at Esme. Everybody look at Esme. "You know it's for the best," say suited woman. "The best for her. There are no other cities left, not that we know of." New Mama hears something in the woman's words what Esme don't, because she nod, step to Esme, and hug her tight. "Take care of yourself, Esme," she say at last. Her words come hard and raw, like her throat trying to close against tears. Esme shake her head, not understanding. "But I live here with you," she say, her words rising to wailing. "I stay here with you. With James and Mikey and Benita and Cara Lou, with you." But New Mama push her away for the first time since Esme meet her. First time ever she push her away. "It's for the best, Esme," she say. "Go with these people. They'll take care of you, give you at least a fighting chance." "You take care of me," Esme want to say. Extra strong, so everybody know it true. "You always take care of me." But Sack Suit Woman moved to put an arm around Esme's shoulders, pull her away from New Mama. She clutch Esme close, and Esme surprised to feel the shape of an actual person under all that crinkle and reflection. Shaped more straight and tall like old Mama, but firm and young like New Mama. Woman say over top of Esme's head to New Mama, "Are there any other children inside that house we should know about? There'll only be one chance, and this is it." Now at New Mama's turn for a hard voice. "There's nothing in that house you haven't already discarded once." Most of them sack suits stay silent, but Click-Clack Boxman's voice stab. He say, "We have orders to check all dwellings, euthanize if necessary, for humanitarian reasons, and to destroy teratogen-affected gene pools. Esme know what man find if he go into New Mama's house. He find Benita lying in her box. He find Mikey scooting on the floor, and itty-bitty Clara Lou wrapped in blankets near the fire. Maybe he find James, maybe not. James good at hiding." She might not understand all them words, but Esme understand brittle fear what spark off New Mama. Looking at shiny black metal tubes on belts on sacks on strangers behind woman, Esme go all of a sudden still. Her heart, it stopped beating. Her breath, it lie quiet in her chest. Esme know what she need to do. Esme clasp woman's suited arm. Underneath, she feel what probably flesh, what probably cover bone, what probably shape like arm like Esme's arm. Woman tilt her head down to look at Esme, she's so tall. Esme look into woman's flat, shiny face cover, but all Esme see is Esme looking back. "I go with you," she say, reflection Esme mouthing the words as she say it. "I go with you now, no trouble, right now. I go only if we leave right now." A chorus of wailing busts from the trees like a two-headed goose afire. It's the twins, all three arms stretched out toward New Mama as they lope up from the woods, hug her tight, fourth leg what they not use flapping off to one side. She clutched them close, not looking away from woman's flat glass face. "Her name is Esme," says New Mama, her words rasping. She closed her eyes, shut Esme out. Hugging them boys tight, she pressed her face to the tops of their heads. Woman nod, turn, and still holding Esme, begin walking over the rise down slope. Even though eyes starting to blur with tears, Esme see a no-wheel cart, shiny and silver and reflecty like them crinkle suits, with long big blades flat on top. It's a different kind of cart than them she done seen bumpity-bump across the wastelands in the night. Bigger for one thing, Silent, another. Looked like it could rise straight up into the sky, not have to go across bruised grasses at all. Black Box Man shoved Crinkly Silver arm to block Esme's and woman's way. "We're going to take the word of a malform," he say. Esme never before today heard that word he used twice now. But she done heard the tone plenty. She done heard it from old mama every day of her life until she finally done come to the other side of the mountain. That tone, it full of fear. It full of hate. It full of hate and fear and a mess of other things Esme never hear once in all her time with new mama and all them pretty, pretty babies. Woman start walking again. Push man's arm away to make room for Esme, who now shivers so hard her teeth rattle in her head. "Yes, Lieutenant," the woman say. "We're going to take her word for it." Nobody else say a thing as they climb into that shiny cart with no wheels. Nobody else say a thing as they lift straight up into the air so Esme's stomach tilt, make her shiver harder. Even Esme say no thing at all. Though when woman take her arm away from Esme and run fingers along flat black plate over her eyes, de-snap, hiss, and push silver crinkly sack back over her head like a hood of a cloak come undone. Esme see her ugly, ugly face and cry. Woman look like Esme, only one nose, plain mouth with curving red lips, wavy brown hair pulled back from face. She even got only 2 eyes, matching blue ones both exactly the same, with lashes long and thick. Nothing pretty about this woman, nothing at all. She just as ugly as Esme. Esme cry harder as the silver cart lift higher. Woman tighten arm around Esme. "There, there, Esme," she say. "There, there." But Esme can only think on all them pretty little babies. All them pretty little babies what going to be left on that hillside with no Esme to find them soft little bundles. Tell them how pretty they are. She think on this and she cry. She cry.
Wow. I don't know about the rest of you, but I needed a tissue the first time I read this story. So heartbreaking in so many ways, but at the same time, what a compassionate, courageous heroine. Esme, neglected and emotionally abused by her birth mother, grows up to become a champion of those that society discards. She finds the love she yearned for and learns to see beauty where so many others wouldn't. In the unloved, the unwanted, the broken and malformed. She sees difference, not disability, and she recognises it as beautiful and human. The siblings in New Mama's family are all valued, all accorded equal worth, and taught and helped to grow in their own way without expectation or limitation. The strangers, however, only value Esme for the ugliness of her privilege, her health, strength, youth, physical conformity. They abandon and euthanize the imperfect. And maybe all of that is done out of compassion as well. We see some signs of that in the stranger who comforts Esme, but it's narrow and selfish all the same. Esme sacrifices her family to save them, but even then her mind is on the baby she won't be there for in the future. The stranger's society doesn't really deserve her. But maybe one day she can teach them what real beauty is. Join us next week for a very special treat for our 300th episode. Cast of Wonders relies on your donations to pay our staff and authors, and to bring you the best in young adult audio fiction week after week. If you've enjoyed this story, please consider making a donation using the PayPal buttons on our site. Every one-time, or better yet, recurring monthly subscription helps. Now you can even become a patron on our brand new Patreon. Any help provided earns you our heartfelt thanks. You can share your appreciation for this story by leaving us a review on iTunes, sharing the episode with your friends and family, or discussing it on the EA forum, forum.escapeartists.net. We're at Cast of Wonders on Twitter. Come say hello. Cast of Wonders is a production of Escape Artists Incorporated and is brought to you by the creative team of editor and host Marguerite Kenner, assistant editors Catherine Inskip and Alexis Goebel, Associate editors Alicia Caparasso, Amy Brennan, Andrew Ho, Chris Tang, Emma Smales, Carissa Sluss, Ray O, Sean Proctor, Susie Rodriguez, Tonya Bezpalco, Trace Fontil, and Will Haight Minor. Our audio producer is Jeremy Carter, and our community manager is Danny Daly. Our episodes are released under the Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. You can share the episode, but you can't change it or sell it. Our theme music is Appeal to Heavens by Alexei Nov, available from Promo DJ or his Facebook page.